What's up? How is everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Conscious Kitchen Tea, where Liz and I are talking all things podcasting, what we're up to today. We're staying consistent with going live every week and bringing amazing new guests for you guys. Whether it's going to be about wellness, skin, small business, we're always, making sure that we're providing you with really great guests you guys can learn from. The Conscious Tea is an extension of our podcast, The Conscious Kitchen, where we just wrapped up season 4, and we have so many amazing episodes for you guys to check out. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Liz in. Janelle won't be with us, but we're gonna be with her again, hopefully soon. She's Janessa. She's so amazing. So
Hello.
thank you so much. Hey Liz,
Hi,
welcome.
good day. I want to blur my background here. Where is it? Oh no, where's that blur background? Oh man, I don't know where it went. Here it is.
Yeah, thank you so much, babe. We'll talk to you soon. Feel better. Hey Liz, what's going on? What's up? Nice to be nice. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Conscious Tea. We are an extension of our podcast, as I mentioned. Please, you guys, check out the Conscious Kitchen podcast, streaming on all services. I listen to us on Spotify. There's a little button on the left top corner that hits follow, so make sure you follow us, and also just share with your friends. I think that's going to be the most important thing, is just sharing our podcast with your friends or family. I know everyone might be on some vacation mode in the next few weeks before Christmas, so check us out. Check out our podcast. Listen to all the different episodes, like on your downtime, washing dishes, doing laundry, wrapping gifts, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. So we finished season 4, but we actually have a little bonus episode coming for you guys in the coming. We decided, when are we releasing that for Christmas? It's a special Christmas gift for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a nice special Christmas gift for everyone, and we're going to be talking to Cad Graham, which Laura goes way super back with. Like, they just like go back, like, I don't know how many years of like a friendship.
Yeah, maybe 13 years, I think.
Yeah. So it was like fun to watch them kind of catch up and reconnect, really, because you guys were reconnecting, and yeah, it was so fun to just hear all the different memories and all the different things that you guys kind of caught up on. But you want to tell us a little bit about that episode and what's going to happen with it?
Yeah, so Cad Graham is an actress, creative, dancer, humanitarian. She was mostly known as acting on a lot of Netflix films, actually, and also she was an actress on The Vampire Diaries. She has 7 million followers on Instagram, and she's just an amazing person, and she talks about her new music that's coming out, her new alter ego called Toro Gato, and living in Georgia and catching up on, the lifestyle and just her creative process. So that's going to come out soon, guys. I really hope you guys check that out, because she's an amazing person, and it's really cool to just, learn about colored actresses and creatives that are in the industry that are really making a dent, and also are, doing humanitarian work. She's going to go to Greece this month and document some of the refugees in Greece that's happening, this huge humanitarian crisis that's going on over there. And that's amazing, because she's using her platform for like really great purpose.
Yeah, I liked hearing from her too, just the differences between like LA and she paved the way, like her paving the way, but also like the people that she works with paving the way for like other young Black women to be like lead characters in films. So that's going to be like a great episode. We're just going to be discussing so many different things. So that's going to be our bonus episode and your Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, Mia and Gus. Thank you much for joining. If you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below and we'll address it. Yeah, I'm excited, Liz. So what have you been up to? Fill me in on plant-like things, and what are you cooking up too? I know you guys you had some amazing vegan recipes that you've been cooking up. What's inspiring you right now?
So lately I'm inspired by eating seasonally, super seasonal. I'm kind of always like seasonal. Chris says Gus is back. Gus is back. I'm like super inspired by like eating seasonal food. So eating a lot of like vegetables, eating a lot of like grains and like lentils and just kind of like doing all that sorts of stuff. But then I also started like a folk herbalism apprenticeship. And so I'm learning that, and that's taking a lot of my time, but it's like my heart and my soul are so aligned with it. I'm learning so much, doing so many different things. And then I'm also, I'm always really open about what's going on with me and growing like our family. So I'm trying some different herbal remedies to kind of help with like these fibroids that I have. And the tea is really, really strong tasting, but I'm on like my second month out of the third month just to see like, hey, if these like herbs can help me with like this fibroid and maybe shrinking it or just doing something. So I'm kind of doing a lot of experimental things at the moment. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so you're doing the herbs. I looked online, and what kind of herbs are they? They are for the womb.
Yeah, it's like for your womb, but it's like a fibroid cleanse, since that's kind of like what I have going on. And we're just gonna see like if it works for me. Other people have said that it's like work to to help them with like with their different issues, and so we'll see if it like kind of helps me with any of mine. But I've been really loving just drinking lots of different teas and like really learning about all the different medicinal purposes of all these amazing ancient ancestor plants that we have, because they're older than us. So it's been great to just learn and dive into that type of understanding.
That's so cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, you guys gotta check out Liz and Chris's platform, Plant Like Things. They have some. You guys have some recipes on the website, right? On
We don't have
plantlikethings.com.
too many recipes. We don't share too many recipes because we're not too like, I mean, we love food and we cook a lot, but we don't like, I don't know, we're not like super recipe people. So we're just like, we share food as like inspiration, but really like our big thing is like just sharing sustainability tips. So if you ever head over to our website, I have like sustainable brands that you can like reference. I have travel guides for like Japan, have a travel guide for the Philippines. There's like vegan travel guides, so that if you go to these cities, you can kind of like pop in and see like, oh, what are the vegan things I gotta like check out. So, and I look forward to doing those more when we start traveling again, like abroad, I feel like. So I'm excited to do that. And I think we're gonna visit Laura this year, so me and Laura will get to be together in España.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah, it's crazy. This I can't believe the year's wrapping up. So much has gone down.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm trying right now. I'm kind of just focusing on manifesting. I've been trying to really manifest. I've been trying to wake up and doing my morning meditations and having like a really strong morning. But the weather here in Madrid is so different because it's so gloomy. It's gloomy as hell right now. It's cold and it's like raining and with wind. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like it's like really winter mode. So
Yeah.
as much as I'm pushing myself to like, okay, I have this list of tasks to do, and I'm like, this is not gonna get done. Like I'm exhausted. I slept good. I still want to take a nap. And it's just like winter mode, just like calming down and like chilling. So I've been trying to combat that, but also have a strong morning routine with like meditation and manifestation. And I've been doing this this meditation called Ayurvedic manifestation layering.
Okay.
And it's like about chanting for like 30 minutes, and kind of like doing it through like your mental, like your third eye, through your brain, I mean in your mind, and like clearing out and trying to manifest whatever you want through channeling it through your third eye, which your third eye is in the center of your mind.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do that, and it's crazy how fast manifestations have gone down and how much they're attracting to me when I just barely do it. And I realized, since we are like freelance entrepreneurs and creatives, I feel like having a morning ritual, whether it be meditation through the morning or midday or at night, if you guys like meditate, it's like really necessary to have that routine to cultivate abundance through financial gains, through client gains, through building community, or manifesting like an ailment if you have like health issues. And it's crazy because sometimes you get so busy, you get caught up on social media, but it's like that is literally like the breakfast routine you have to have. It's almost like manifestation and like meditation is like almost more important and more impactful in your life than actually eating breakfast, you know? And when
Yeah.
I don't do that and when I falter from like my meditations, the lack mindset starts coming in.
Yeah.
You know, the starvation mindset starts coming in, and then just this week I started just incorporating more meditation, and I just do have, I just feel way more gratitude. I feel more aligned with who I am, and just I'm just like ready for the next year, you know? Even if I don't have all my tasks done, I know that like it's all planning, it's all going to happen in due time, you know?
Yes. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I think that that's always like the best part of being just super conscious and kind of creating a schedule, but then also continuing with it, right? Like finding like the routine, right? Committing and finding the routine and really pushing to make it happen for like extended periods of time is where you kind of unlock like the better self.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, just understanding that you need to take the time to connect with your body, you
Yeah.
know, and because your body and your mind and is not, it's not separated, you know? So it's really amazing as a woman to be able to do that. And to be able to feel these different types of emotions and be able to have the ability to manifest as well into in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really powerful. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we just got back from Marrakesh. We were in Morocco during Thanksgiving weekend, and that was really special. Um, Interesting for Russ because Russ had the flu, my
Yeah.
partner. Anyone who's watching, Russ had the flu, and we were there. And luckily, we made it back by one day because they ended up closing the borders because of the new
That's why.
the new Omicron. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. But there's like so many names for it. People call it so many different things.
Yeah, the Omicron variant in South Africa. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, I live in Madrid, Spain. So a lot of people in Madrid and in Spain in general couldn't get back into the country due to the variant. So we're
Yeah.
very lucky we made it back.
Yeah, I'm so glad you made it back. That was like, yeah. Would you guys, Gus has a question. Would you guys think about meditation for short periods of time since busy schedules get in the way? What do you guys, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that what you do, Laura? Like short?
No, I
Or
mean
what is enough time?
my ideal amount would be 45, would be an hour. I think
Okay.
every person, I mean that's kind of extreme for some people, but
Yeah.
Gus, that's such a good question because I think what's important is that your nervous system just needs a time to breathe, and you need to have deep belly breathing throughout the day because that's like the life source is
Yeah.
breathing, and like just breathing naturally and filling up your lungs with air. So I think if you can just even do a 15-minute meditation any time of the day, you've succeeded, you know, because you're clearing out the, you know, your thoughts, and you're calming your nervous system, and you're, you know, being conscious of like the moment, and you're like not thinking so far ahead, and you're not thinking the past, and you're not worried about starting the day. You're just there and enjoying that moment in time. So I would just say even knock out like a 15-minute meditation, a 10-minute meditation, whatever you can. That's already you won for the day.
Yeah, it's like you have to work with what you're able to do. Don't put yourself in like these crazy boxes that it's like, oh, I can, if only an hour is really gonna like hit the productivity or something, you know. It's like you have to work with your schedule and like what's gonna work with you. Because if it's like an hour doesn't work, then you know you make 5 minutes or 10 or 15 or 30, like whatever you can fit in. I think will give you that clarity, like Laura's saying.
Yeah. Hey Jesse, welcome to the chat. We're talking about just catching up with everything about the Conscious Kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm excited to chat with, you know, Janessa had some change of plans. We were supposed to speak with the Fly Plant, who she is a amazing, like, Filipino American here from LA. She's kind of like, I feel like an LA staple in a way. I mean, I haven't lived here too long, but I know everyone knows, like, you know, her and has been to like her events and her stuff. So we're excited to talk with her next week. We just had to reschedule, but we'll talk to her next week about her cute, amazing little fly plant shop in the heart of downtown LA, in like, I don't know what area that's called, but we'll talk with her next week. So we always have different people that we're talking to. And in the upcoming weeks, we'll talk with, we have like a stick and poke tattoo artist coming through. She's going to talk to us about like her process and just changing course. We're also going to talk to this lady, Christine. She runs a website. It's called Native Lands. And so basically, you know, it's important for all of us to know what land we currently occupy or currently are standing on, and who like the native people that, like, you know, whose land this was, right, before everything was colonized. So this website, you can go on there and you can put in like your zip code, and it'll tell you what tribe lived on your land.
Wow.
And it's so amazing. It's like, it's such an amazing resource just for us to be able to like connect with the true people that like lived on like the land, right? And so it's a free website, and she is always looking for people to help her expand, because it's like you can do it for all around the world, but it's only as they continue to understand the different regions and territories that they can add like the different native tribes. But we're going to be talking to her in the upcoming weeks too, so we'll
really
always have
awesome.
lots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got I'm hopefully getting a friend coming in to talk about breath work and holding space for healing in our community. So hopefully we'll lock that in. And yeah, we're just trying to get some.
Can we do like a breath work? Can we do like a breath work practice with her?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we're, you know, it's crazy that we're in schedules, but you know, these lives are not just for, you know, just to stream. All of our lives are usually to bring, you know, insight for people and to know about small businesses, to support the community, and also just share what every creative or small business owner, what they can do and why their job is important to the community. You know, this is what our podcast is about. So yeah, and what we got going on for 2022 is pretty fucking badass. Me and Liz are cultivating this amazing Kickstarter for the podcast, which we've never had a funding or community financial support from our listeners after 4 seasons.
Yeah. So the Kickstarter, it's like we know that to be able to really like expand our podcast, and Salami's little legs, sorry, she's like her little feet, to be able to really expand our podcast, like we need some help, and we need to bring some extra people on the team, but we also need to just expand in a more like a strategic way. And so we feel like the Kickstarter and like the community support is what really is going to take us to like the next level, because our guests are just going to keep getting better. It's like, that's just the truth. And our topics are just going to keep getting more dynamic, because the opportunity to be able to talk to people is just like, it's so open. So the Kickstarter will be great. So me and Laura are trying to put together a beautiful package of just introduction of the podcast, of us, of what we do, of what our goals are, and then put that out there and see if our community will support and be a part of like our network.
Yeah, so we're going to have different types of tiers on ways you guys can support. You know, there's annual support, there's monthly support, and hopefully if you guys do sponsor us through Kickstarter, we'll also be giving gifts and giveaways and really great incentives through our partnerships that we have with some of the brands that sponsor us. So yeah, that's going to be launching hopefully in February, we hope, 2022. And yeah, there's just more going on for the Conscious Kitchen podcast, you know. It's really a labor of love, and starting a podcast is just so much work, and there's so much work behind the scenes that people don't see. Even podcasts that go out for free, it's like, these are, even if it's you know, a small podcast or a big podcast, like so much work goes behind podcasting, like you know, from scheduling to graphic design to editing to you know, bringing on guests. There's just so much work that goes on behind podcasts. So if you're watching, please know and support any independent media that you support or listen to every day. If you're in California, you listen to KCRW or NPR or, you know, Medium or any types of media. It's so important to support them, because most of these people get paid very, very little or free, you know, just for exposure. And I think after 4 seasons, we were like, we are ready for, you know, some financial backing from people. And it's just like, we just want to over deliver. We just want to give more value and just give more assortment to our programming, not just like interview style questions, but also possibly, you know, having our dream is to have a live set someday somewhere, hopefully in
Yeah.
California or on the road. I mean, my dream for the podcast would be to like tour and go to every state and bring on amazing women and amazing people and
Yeah.
guests and come see us in different states, right?
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be
be cool.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, to like kind of host like a like some sort of like workshop with all the different people that we're with our network in different cities. And something that I haven't talked to you about, but I think we talked about lightly, was just the fact that in previously in the beginning of the podcast, because things are always evolving as like things go. Originally, the podcast was supposed to be very like women centric, or like, self-identifying like women, like just very like female stories, right? But I feel like it's time for us to kind of expand and really feature some more men, and because we have
Yeah.
so many amazing men that are doing crazy great things like all around like the country and the world. So I think for season 5, like it'd be great to just like, we're going to bring in more men, we're going to tell more of their stories as well. And then just kind of make it more of like, these are all conscious like people. It's just like all the different, they're all these visionaries, right? So we came up with like a new little lingo of like, it's like our guests are like the visionaries, the people that were creating culture for the past like 10-15 years. So we want to be able to share their stories as well. So
Yeah. So yeah, as I mentioned again, support independent podcasters, support any media that you get resources from. I listen to a lot of great podcasts and I know there's so much work that goes behind it. So
yeah,
for 2022, I would recommend, allocating a small budget for supporting independent media, supporting independent artists, whatever you need to do, but just like
right.
allocate that budget to, because a lot of in the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, people do drives and funding for that. So, be sure to stay in touch with us and follow our socials. And, if you can, just even leave us a rating on Apple
Yes.
or Spotify. That would mean the world to us because it's hard to compete with all these other amazing other podcasts, So,
You know. But yeah. Yeah, so that's what's going on over here. What else did we want to like cover and discuss?
I think that's it. I mean, our Kickstarter,
Hmm.
and what's been going on with us this season.
Perfect.
So yeah, so just you guys, every Wednesday we're going to be going live on Unconscious Tea, and yeah, just keep supporting us, keep staying alive. Please share our Instagram or podcast with friends and
Yeah.
family. It would mean the world to us.
Yeah, yeah. We realize that like we all forget that really that word of mouth, that like share, it's so valuable. So if there's an episode that really resonates with you, which I'm sure there is because we cover so many different things, share that episode with a friend, have them, put them on to podcasts, because I know a lot of people still aren't on podcasts, even though the podcast industry has grown so much, still people aren't like super into it. So it's like, hey, encourage people to like listen to podcasts, because it's like audio is the future, of course, just like VR and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole
Yep.
nother conversation.
I
Bitcoin
know.
NFTs, that's going to be the next one for sure.
Oh man, I know. I guess yeah, we got to talk about that. I'm ready to dive into virtual reality. So catch me there, guys.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to the Conscious Tea today. And remember to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get streaming services worldwide. We are available. We are there. The Conscious Tea, the Conscious Kitchen podcast, where we discuss heart to heart conversations and create conscious conversations.
Yep, yep. Cooking up that conscious conversation. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week where we'll be talking with Janessa of the Fly Plant here in LA, beautiful plant store, and hearing all about her story. So catch you guys next time.
See ya. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, Laura. Have a good
Bye, babe.
day.
Bye.